Q13 right now on your Monday morning, and summer break is in full swing, but the new school year is just around the corner. Y'all know it, families out there. One of the top issues facing kids and parents today is how to address the roots of bullying. Corinne Gregory is a local mom and founder of socialsmarts.com. Her group teaches kids of all ages to treat each other with kindness. She's also the author of the book, It's Not Who You Know, It's How You Treat Them. Corinne joins us this morning. Thank you for being here.
Good morning, both of you.
Good morning to you, Corinne. I want to talk about this. This is such an important topic for families out here. Give us a baseline, if you could. How widespread is this problem of bullying? What are some of the consequences that you're seeing?
Well, it's very widespread, and what's really unfortunate is it's actually becoming a bigger problem in spite of all the resources we're trying to throw at it. Right now, the statistics will show that your kids have a 1 in 4 chance of being the victim of some form of school-based violence before they even get to high school. And it's very, very significant, and it really affects all aspects of their lives.
Yeah, I was going to touch on that, too, because I just did a piece on cyberbullying not too long ago. There's just a lot of different ways that bullies can reach out to kids now. And so in looking at that story, there's different apps and whatever else you can do. But still, we're talking about a responsibility that falls on the parents, falls on the school. How do you divvy that up? Parents, school, who has to take responsibility?
The answer is all of the above. We can't just take a look at it as one simple solution that if we apply one Band-Aid, it'll just make it all go away. The reality is we have to address this from a situation of building pro-social skills every single moment, continually, regardless of what you're doing. So yes, it means the schools, it means the families, it means the communities. That's the only way we'll look at it.
This is hard, sometimes fruitless work for you. Kids can be fairly unreceptive to these ideas. What compelled you to get involved and do this?
Well, I'm a mom of 3 kids myself, and you know, the statistics are very, very scary. Plus, you look in the news, every single day now we have another bullying death or suicide from bullying. It's huge, and we have to do something. We can't just say, no, I'm sorry, it's someone else's problem. It's everyone's problem.
Right.
And in looking at maybe just the age of the kids that are involved here, is there, I imagine there's a different way you approach it, but certain younger kids may not be receptive to the message, but as the kids get older, I imagine they would be almost less receptive. How do you get the kids to work with you in that? Because it has to be the parents and the kids working together, I imagine.
No, Brian, you're right. And actually what it is, it's a sales job.
Yeah.
And whether you are a toddler or a teenager, if you can't answer that question, what's in it for me, why should I care, then you can't preach to them. And we've been very, very good at explaining to a child or a young teenager, older teenager, why this really makes a difference and why doing this type of behavior, positive behavior, will actually gain them not only in the short term but in the long term. And that's when they engage, and that's when they buy into it.
So there's some people watching right now at home and playing devil's advocate here. They would say, you know what, life is tough. And sometimes bullying is just kids being kids.
To some extent, that's true. I mean, we've always had bullying. Bullying is nothing new. What is becoming new and scarier is not only the age at which it begins. I mean, preschool and kindergarten is not unusual. My own daughter was bullied in kindergarten, in a very small kindergarten. And the other thing is that the types of the viciousness, the severity of it is certainly becoming a lot bigger deal. So we really have to do something because it's not getting better by itself.
Yeah. Well, let's talk about some of the takeaways that we can offer to our audience here out watching. Some of the simple things that parents can do today to plant the seeds of compassion you talk about in your work.
Well, empathy and compassion is actually something we're born with, so really what you're doing is looking for opportunities to reinforce it. We tend to get numbed by what we see every single day out in the world. We really need to take those moments and point out to our kids, would you like it if somebody treated you this way? What could you do to help if you see somebody in distress? Every moment is a teaching moment. We just have to be able to use those.
Yeah, so your website, socialsmarts.com, what will people find if they go on there? A lot of tools for parents?
They'll find tools, they'll find information about our in-school curriculum, they will find articles, they'll find even a place that you can ask questions if you're not sure exactly what to do. We encourage the dialogue, and the more people that get involved, the more likely we are to have a dent in fixing this problem.
Right. So make sure you go from that website there to an actual conversation with your kids. The first step is talking to them.
It's great to talk about it, but at the end of the day, we have to do.
That's right.
Yeah.
Take action.
Corinne Gregory, thank you so much for stopping by. And make sure you do check out that website, Stopping Bullies and Making Kids More Compassionate, socialsmarts.com. Thanks very much, Corinne.